Tony, my goodness, what a transition that was. I'm proud of Dave Silva for doing that in that order. But without further ado, we're going to watch some old wrestling together. Tony, are you ready for this?
I don't know if I am or not, but I'd like to think I am.
Well, I think we can get you there, and we're going to be watching, as a reminder, the very first Saturday night's main event. It's over on Peacock as season 1, episode 1. It was filmed May 10th, 1985. It aired the very next day, May 11th, 1985. And I'm locked and loaded on my side, Tony, whenever you're ready.
I love locked and loaded. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Saturday night's main event. Go to the Peacock. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. Please.
Wow. How about Cyndi Lauper? And I cannot believe that they're. I kind of forgot that they opened the show. Wendy Richter and Cyndi Lauper were the first image on the program. I know that she is a huge musical celebrity at the time, but I guess I just assumed the first thing we would see would be Hulk Hogan. That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like Hulk Hogan's the biggest star, but I guess they wanted the rub because it's Saturday night. And look, Mr. T is in the next slide. So they wanted the celebrity rub on the very first Saturday night main event, which preempted Saturday Night Live, right?
It is interesting, too, because it does feel like in the more modern era, if you have a celebrity association at a big pay-per-view, they're probably not also at your TV 6 weeks later, but clearly this is a big deal, a special on NBC like this. But as a reminder, this is a couple of months after, I guess 6 weeks after is probably a better way to describe it, the very first WrestleMania. That went down in March of 85, and here we are in May of 85. I don't know. That seems pretty cool. And it seems clear to me that they were positioning Wendy Richter as like the female Hulk Hogan. Our top star on the male side is
Right.
is clearly Hulk Hogan, and our celebrity endorsement there is Mr. T. But we've got music and Wendy Richter on the other side. And we know Wendy is not actually long for WWE. She's one of the few who walked away. Did you ever meet Wendy Richter?
Yeah, I met her at an autograph signing in New Jersey years later. Yeah.
What was your impression of her?
Very nice, very country.
Oh God, listen to you.
She was. She's very country. How you doing? And of course, Cyndi Lauper was, "Hey, Wendy." Or she had more of a northern voice. Wendy. I can't do that northern voice.
Bad Money Slim is with us, and he says, "How old was Hulk here? He looks 44 years old.
Well,
He is 31 years old.
mm,
So that was a 31-year-old Hulk Hogan. But people did look older back then than they do now, don't you think?"
yeah, and I think it's because science has gotten better, right? I mean, there's a lot of things. I'm sure there's not. There wasn't all those different things you can use to get younger.
The Iron Sheik is headed to the ring. He is our first visitor, our first in-ring competitor here at the Nassau Coliseum. Our commentators are Vince McMahon and Jesse the Body Ventura. What do you think of that duo, Vince and Jesse, as a commentary duo?
Thought it was the best. I did. Back in the day, I thought Vince and Jesse were the best.
Okay, so we're going to get a tag match here. Nikolai Volkov did jump in the ring. And take a look at what we see here. We've got Captain Lou Albano with Barry Windham, Mike Rotundo, and a very young Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And they're holding court right in the middle. Who better than Mean Gene Okerlund?
Yeah, Mean Gene, Steamboat just, and you're going to see when he's in the ring just how great he looks. I mean, just handsome and tan, and he just looked like a star, man, back then. And always did, right?
Yeah, no doubt.
Captain Lou.
You never met Captain Lou, did you?
I don't think I ever met him. I may have met him at, did we see him at a Cauliflower Alley? I'm not so sure. I don't know.
Now, you didn't with me because my man died in 09.
Okay, then I didn't.
I'm not asking this to be funny. I'm legitimately asking because I know it sounds stupid, but I got to ask. Do you ever remember seeing anybody else do the rubber band in the face gimmick besides Captain Lou?
He's the only man ever. I don't think we've seen any rock stars or rap singers or country music singers or anybody like that use that rubber band through the face. He was the only one.
So what we've got here is a 6-man tag. It's going to be the Iron Sheik, Nikolai Volkov, and George the Animal Steel with Classy Freddie Blassie as their manager.
Freddie
They're going to be
Blassie.
taking on the U.S. Express
Mhm.
with Ricky Dragon as their third,
Mhm.
Captain Lou in their corner, and we get the spotlight treatment. I kind of like the feel of this. It's less is more, and
Mhm.
on some level, you'll get what I mean. This feels like a big JCP extravaganza the way it's
Yeah,
shot right there.
exactly. And if you go and of course we cannot track the sound, and but I was watching it earlier. If you go and listen to it, listen to the crowd, and the crowd was sweetened, right?
Well,
They
now you're watching Peacock, so this is edited completely. All the audio is totally different. They've
okay,
had to take out all those songs and they've added in crowd noise to compensate for that. So
right, but they still knew that what I'm getting at is that Kevin Dunn and those guys knew how to sweeten a show to where it really was so authentic you didn't know unless you knew. Great crowd too, man.
Pondwater Dave says this show was poorly advertised. I tuned in for Saturday Night Live and this was on. I had no idea it was coming on. That is interesting because back in the day, I guess if you didn't get the newspaper or you didn't read a TV guide, I mean, how would you know when something's coming on? It's not like now you can just Google it or you've got a guide button on your remote. I mean, that didn't happen back then.
Yeah, I know. I Yeah, there was no Twitter or anything like that to promote the show. Um, I guess it was on TV Guide, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it's got to be on TV Guide. But
Mhm.
Pondwater Dave, he was busy wrestling the tuna cans. He didn't have no time for no TV
Yeah,
Guide.
I know. Gee whiz.
Hey, we got the most interesting 2 sets of boots in the history of wrestling in the ring right now. Barry Windham wearing those Austin Halls. I absolutely love those.
Mhm.
The two-tone Joan pull-up gimmick is it works for me.
Mhm.
And then we got Curly Toe Jones here with the Iron Sheik.
Mhm.
What do you think of the curly boots? I think that's fantastic.
It was awesome because no one else did it, right?
Yes.
And of course, it just made the Iron Sheik again he was amongst the boys and the people who worked in wrestling,
Yeah.
one of the more lovable characters. I don't know anybody that, and you may have heard differently. I don't know anybody ever said a bad thing about him. He was just so entertaining and
Yes.
so funny. And, uh, when he had his camel on TNT, Tuesday Night Titans, they told him to say, when they ask what your camel's name is, say Clyde, like, jumped on his camel named Clyde, Ahab the Arab, right? And so Vince asked him, "What's your camel's name?" He went, "Claude," and everybody backstage fell out. He was
Even
just
better.
Ray Stevens. That's right. He was just a funny guy that everybody enjoyed. Even Ole Anderson just loved him, and Ole hated everybody.
SaveWithConrad.com.
Yeah, I'm Justin Bruckman from Knoxville, Tennessee. What got me to Save with Conrad was the 83 Weeks podcast. I really wasn't thinking about getting rid of any debt. I just wanted to cash out some equity in the house to do remodeling. But I did both, so that was pretty awesome. Worked out great. Redid the foyer, built pantry space, and there's little odds and ends when I first bought the house that I wanted to take care of, and we were able to take care of it. So, yeah, paid off 2 cars and some credit card debt. So probably all in all, $30,000 in that. And then I got some $30,000 more equity out of the house, and still plenty of equity left over. So payment's good. I lowered my interest rate. I'm in a much better spot than I was. Super easy. Everybody was great. Very, very awesome people. Francis and Steve were great to work with. They're awesome. Made it for a very easy, seamless experience. I'd probably say all in all, probably $1,000 a month at least. I'm lowered my interest rate, especially the way the interest rates are right now, which is, that's amazing. I'm Justin Bruckman from Knoxville, Tennessee. I saved over $1,000 with SaveWithConrad.com, and I did a lot of renovations with that money as well.
NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender. SaveWithConrad.com.